And here I am down the bottom. So, yes, it is JLM. Howdy, howdy. Yes, and I've gone live on a pop up. I'll probably pop up a bit in the afternoons this week. It is the afternoons my time. I'm just trying to catch hours to catch the lives that are coming up from a year ago that I'll be losing. So I'm just trying to stay in front instead of going backwards, if you know what I mean. Well, there you go. Don't land on the desk. That's better. That was going to come through one of the headsets. That is a paddy melon. That is a paddy melon. They're the smaller versions of a wallaby. So you got a kangaroo, you've got the wallaby, and you've got the paddy melon. And then there's a couple of others, even smaller ones than these. But yeah, they're quite, they'll run away and hide from you like a rabbit would, I suppose. If you try to pick them up, you have a look at their claws on their back legs. They are absolutely like, you see his back leg. Oh, my head's in the road. Yes, if you see his back leg, you've got. Have a listen. Yeah, you should get away. This is mine. But yes, here we are on a cool, cloudy, overcast afternoon on a Monday here. I know it is Sunday night, wherever you are tuning in on the other side of the world. Charlie, what are you doing, Charlie? Come on. What are you doing, Charlie? That's that was this one. There's my little buddy. Been hanging out with him all afternoon. But yes, hey, g'day Beth, welcome in. And Froggy, of course. Yeah, 1 a.m., mate. Yeah, so daylight savings is finished here, and it's 10 to 3 on Monday afternoon. So I'm trying to get an hour in. Yes, we won't worry about Charlie. Charlie ain't keto, that's for sure. But yeah, the paddy melons definitely are. But let's get away from Charlie. Here we go. We're back. Yeah. So has anyone seen my video I done with the new toy? It is a beauty, actually, for the picture quality. Data wise, I got to learn on which way to film it with it, because boy, it fills up computers full of data. So I've got to work out what not to have on, or I don't know, or dumb it down, get it away from the 5.7K or whatever it is down. Yeah, Charlie's my little mate. I tell you what, he's a funny little fella. Charlie's having a bit of a play on the grass. He actually wants to go up to the next level, which ain't going to happen today. Over here we've got our lovely hydrangeas. Yeah, but Charlie's an interesting little. I think they said he's a Lauchen, which is a German breed with a Maltese cross Shih Tzu. So there's a Maltese cross Shih Tzu and a Lauchen. Bred at this nice little litter up the road, and sure enough, we picked this little fella up, and he's been quite an enjoyable part of the family. There's the hill. That doesn't look steep on this camera angle, but let me tell you, see where he's trying to stand up. It's like that every 5 feet or whatever. It goes up again and goes up again. It is that's little Charlie wanting to explore the backyard. But yes, and it is wonderful just to Boilermaker Rick. Welcome in, and good to see you. And a nice logo picture you have there, the old steam engine. Very nice. Let me. I'm going backwards in the chat, but shoot in 1080. All right, mate. Thank you. Definitely. The Anzac Day March is on tomorrow. It's our public holiday for servicemen, so it's the big parades and stuff in the big cities. So we've got a little parade here. I'm going to go down and film some of that tomorrow. It's like Memorial Day for Americans tomorrow in Australia. So it'll be. Yeah, we watched it from the house last year, but it was. We'll go down. BN Us Odyssey. Well, BN US Odyssey. Welcome in. Good to see you. And if you do type radio, you can. Your Nightbot should drop your link. A little Chinese doggo, Charlie, curly tail. Yeah, he's definitely he's a nice, smart little fella. He definitely enjoys the hunt. You put something in the yard, he will track it down. He can smell the trail of the kangaroos, and he follows the trail. He knows where they went. He knows. Yes, we won't go down to why he's trying to follow him, because he's trying to find some little chocolates. But apparently, it's all good for him. So the vet told us. But thanks, Brenda. Good to see you, and happy birthday for the other day, actually. Yes, and what else have we got? Boilermaker Rick saying hi to Froggy. We'll just run down and saying hi to Redbird. Beth is saying hi to Brenda. Come on, folks, good on you. Freedom. What a great name, Freedom Redbird. Thanks, Brenda. Yeah, thank you. This is a pop-up too. Like, I usually go live on a Saturday, US time at 5:30 Central. But it's a nice little talk we have, usually with a couple of Canadians, and we talk about a few little things that are happening. But yeah, thanks, mate. I think that is the go. It is a fabulous picture quality. Like on our 95-inch TV, we got this new smart TV, and when you put it up on the TV, oh man, it glistens, and you think, whoa. And my last video, the one I put out about walking around the town of Penguin, it was at when I rendered it at 2K, so it lets you go to 2K. So, and that still took all day, and it was the video which went for 20 odd minutes ended up being 27 gigabytes. So it was quite interesting. Froggy saying hey to Freedom. Formerly Treasure Hunter. Okay, gotcha. So is it all stays the same? I'm assuming everything's the same. It's just a different name. John Wiggs, g'day Jonesy. I'm very cuddly too, but far less hairy. Yes, I've been told where I work, I've got to trim down. There we go. They don't like it apparently. Bloody office people, governments as well. Had to have a haircut, but yeah, certain things that goes on. But everyone's saying hi to everyone, which is wonderful. Everyone's still saying hi. John Wiggs, Beth Garnett, BN. Is it? What's the US? Is that us? BN us Odyssey, or is it? Yeah. Happy birthday, Brenda. Hope you had a wonderful day, and all the best. Me and Brenda share a birthday together, which was pretty cool to find out. Yep, you're in Central Time, 3:00 here. Yeah, midnight there. So normally I'd be working until 5. So usually I'm still working for another 2 hours, but I've got today off and tomorrow off. So, I mean, Neil. What have I missed? 1 a.m. Yep, you're Eastern, obviously. Everyone's saying hello. Oh, here's the Jamaican. Good night. Thanks for popping in, mate. I seen you were on for around 3 hours, so I was seeing the Jamaican Farmer's Hut. If you haven't connected with the Jamaican Farmer's Hut, honestly, he's right in the countryside, in the hills, high in the hills. So he's got a really interesting channel where it's like earthy and down, like he's got a good garden and chickens and a few other things happening, and a nice cat that he wants to give away. So he said on the comments. Yeah. Yeah, thanks, Froggy. Appreciate it, mate. Really do. And oh yeah, right. YouTube only uses 1080. Yeah, well, I've heard different, but I'm happy to use 1080 just to make it a bit easier on the processing, because I've got a few other videos. Thanks, Brenda. I skipped that one quickly, but yeah. So it's good to see everyone saying hi on this late night in America and afternoon here in downtown Tasmania. What's the temperature like? If you still here, Andy, have you got that East Coast showers? We've got a high pressure system here, which really sunny. I can't. That's not right. My computer's telling me lies. It must be logged into another city. Yeah, it's logged into Melbourne. We are not Melbourne. Thank you very much. Melbourne's 25 apparently. Let's see what I do. I change locations on the weather app, and we've gone from 25 supposedly to partly cloudy and 16. Well, it even feels colder than that, and we're talking Celsius. Anyway. Yeah, thanks, Froggy. Yeah, it was the other day, and I got the lovely Mrs. Radio invested in my YouTube career, apparently. So she got me one of these. Haven't had one of these yet. I've had all sorts of cameras. Still got all sorts of cameras, but they all tell me, oh, your battery too. Talk about chewing up the battery quick compared to my other cameras. Oh, going to head out to a Eagles tribute band. Have a great night. All right, mate. Enjoy. Yeah, pretty cool music, the Eagles. Fred and Froggy, 36 Fahrenheit. So that'll be what? 8 degrees Celsius. Would that be right? 36. Let me Google that one. 36. Fahrenheit to Celsius. See that type quick. Oh, no, it's not. It's 2.222. So, yes, that's a bit chilly. A wee bit chilly. Beth. Yeah, April birthdays are awesome, that's for sure. Yeah, thanks, Brenda. That's about good night, and yes, have a great week. You too. I'm just trying to get a couple of hours up because I know some of my lives from a year ago are coming up, and they were pretty popular when I first kicked off. I got a lot of watch hours out of it. So this week I just want to get a couple of these ones in to sort of balance it up so I don't go backwards. That is the plan, because I'm still chasing about 1,200 watch hours. But anyway, we won't worry about watch hours. I'm just doing a live, not to go backwards. That's what I'm doing. So actually, on the walls here, you can see there's the sticker board. Some Expeditionary Johnny up top with there's my sticker, Expeditionary Johnny's left and right at the top. We've got the black one there's the Canadian Fishing Musician, JJ Drones, Drunken Barbecue Chef, and the round one with a fish is CFM. We got Willow Way Ranch. Got some belt loop, some Al Chafe, another one there from Devil Dog. We got Corn Fed Life up there. Obviously, there's Tony out. Tony from Stone Wolf Outdoors, Stormy Sky Rail Productions, Devil Dog, the Good Cop, Bad Cop sticker. We got Boogie Bombers, the Cat Head Blue Store at Mississippi in Clarksdale, the Colorado Blue Society, Highway 61. Buck was here, and that's a beer drinking one, Everland Studios, which we were at, and a whole lot more. There we go. These ones haven't reached. I'm going to re-modify it, but there's another one. Everyone knows. You want to get your stickers, that's where you go. Devil Dog's Keeper. She's fabulous. Here's another one from the good man himself from Newfoundland. I'll chafe my back step. That's got to go up. Yep. We'll do that, Brenda, for sure. There is Southwest Jeff. Good to see you, mate. There's another one from Al Chafe. My back step is Devil Dog's got a catalogue now of fancy ones, and there's another one from Devil Dog, nice and shiny. Another one from Devil Dog's Keeper. This one is yeah. This is just a different one from Devil Dog again. And this is the brand new Al Chafe one, the one where he tries to chop his leg off. If you haven't heard that story, ask him. He put an axe into his leg. Like I said, I got a whole board of Devil Dogs ones. They just keep coming. I like these little ones. This is a cutie. This is Devil Dog's Keeper. This will go on to something. It's a nice sort of small size. But and the second one of these are nice coloured. Geez, they do a good job on these ones. And who would have thought Devil Dog's on TikTok? Well, TikTok and YouTube. But these stickers are going to go up on the board, so I'm going to reevaluate. Going to change that wall a bit. As well, let me show you this actually. If I go to this camera angle, settings, camera. Oh, there we go. That's the wide angle. Then we go down to there. So, yeah, so this is the wide angle shot. And up the back there, behind my hand there, I've got a Texan flag, American flag, Australian flag. That's me on-air radio thing my daughter got me. Obviously, Devil Dog, proud Marine, sent me the Marine flag, band posters and all sorts of stuff back there. Yeah, that's the other camera, so I can't just reach and grab it. This is the webcam. Oh, let me do this. This is the webcam, and watch this. And this is the other. This is the Zoom Q8, which I'm using as a webcam, just behind the desk. Like this camera is sitting there, and that camera is just about a foot behind it. But it's got such a wide angle. Yeah, such a wide angle. Hey, while we're there, see those black pots there? They were flourishing with lettuce, carrots. I had some peppers, got some beans and some peas. 99.9% of it's gone overnight. Actually, the little spiders got in the yard, the paddy melons. Oh, let me just do this professionally. I should have left that like that, and I should have done this. Yeah, those paddy melons are really bad. I could have done that. Yeah, switching. That's why you need a producer. But anyway, that's yeah, Tim Sweeney. Good to see you. Do you have Twitch? No, I do not do. I've been on Twitch, but no, I do not do Twitch. Tim. Yeah, thanks, Beth. Yes, Jazzy's Toys. That's what a lot of people say that. It is. This is my favorite now. This one. The 11. Well, this is the first one I've ever had. I haven't even had a 4. Let alone, I've always used, well, that Zoom up the top, that was my music camera, but the actual microphone started playing up on me. So now I'm just using it as the webcam, and occasionally outside it records only out of one side now, so it's not getting the stereo microphones, only like one of them's working. So I'll probably got to replace that, but a friend of mine's got the exact same camera, so I'm going to put his microphone into my camera, and if it works, I'll just go buy another microphone to fit it. And there's about 5 different microphones you can use as well. But, there we go with the yeah, GoPro, mate. Yep, the GoPro new one says Jeff GoPro. If you see my last video when I walked around, let me find that over here. I walked around the beach at Penguin, the town called Penguin, and on my I'm just trying to find it. Here we go. On my last video. And turn the sound down. Yeah, on my last video, this one here, I used it, and I started at the edge of town and walked. And let me tell you, for a big bloke that I am, this walking around filming stuff is doing me the world of good. Yes, some kangaroo videos. That is a possibility. But this is what I like to do. And by the way, if I do drop out, my Wi-Fi here is terrible. So if I do drop out, I drop out. But yeah, so I didn't have the horizon lock on, which is another feature on this one, which I will probably use that next time, because you can do some really neat stuff when you do that, because it locks the horizon on, and you can turn the camera upside down, like flip it, like you can be filming this way. Where are we? Let me go back to this camera. You can be filming this way, and then you can extend the pole, put it upside down, and go down to the ground level or the water level, and it's still filming the correct way up. Like still filming like you're holding it this way. So it's got a horizon lock, which is pretty cool. And I'm gonna love seeing the transitions, how you're holding it this way and then you turn it, and then it must just flick back, I'm guessing. But I'm gonna play with that tomorrow or the next day. But yeah, that's this was me walking around saying I got my new toy, blah 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 blah, and then I walked a bit further down, and if you can get to see this on a big screen, yeah, go for it. It looks really good. But where are we? This is the thing that really got me. Like the town's called Penguin. Everywhere you go, there's penguins, 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 and penguins. But check out the Doctor Who police box, which is actually a community library. So it's obviously people stop to take pictures of it. People don't realise you can open the door. See the Penguin in use library. You watch. You open it up, and you can take a book and bring it back, or bring a book in and take a book out. That's what's going on there. Yeah, g'day, mate. Good to see you. And have you ever heard of Isaac Butterfield? I've actually met the man. Yes, I have. He's a larrikin and a comedian. You like the Butts man? He's funny, dude. Yep, and yeah, so all this sort of stuff's on my. This is the latest video I did, and then I took the camera further afield, and sort of got shots like this. And on the big screen, this looks amazing. So and this is the beauty of living on an island. This is the sort of cenotaph where there'll be a bit of action there tomorrow with the Anzac Day. There'll be parades and all sorts of things happening in this town. This is Burnie. This is Penguin. And these are all the the different regions, like that's the Afghanistan. And there's Iraq. It just goes on, like they're all along here. It's just interesting, the history of. I mean, it's a beautiful location too. Let me tell you. Yeah, he's a pretty cool guy there. The old Isaac Butterfield. Yeah, he's. I was looking for descendants, but no, I'm pretty sure there wasn't. But I was looking. There was no one there that I could recall. No family that I could relate to there. I will do that, my friend. Yeah, look at this. If you ever see him, tell him there's a coyote watching him, mate. Coyote, I will definitely do that, buddy. he's a nice guy, to be honest. He's a really nice guy. But yeah, let's just get back into here. And yeah, no, it's pretty cool. Here is the wonderful Sheena. She's dropped in. Hey Sheena, I'm just saying this week I've got some lives from 12 months ago coming up, so I'm trying to stay ahead of the game and get an hour out, get a couple of hours. I would meet him. I like his beard. He's definitely got the old school beard going on. Yes, mate, it's all the product he uses there, Coyote. You got to get the product into your beard. I'm ready to shave mine off. It's actually giving me, mine's going like steel wool. It's really annoying. So I'm thinking of going very thin. I got told I had to trim it. So, but the thing about penguin, like on my last video, is that everywhere you go, there's a penguin. There's a penguin everywhere you go. Even the, I think I just walked past it. Oh no, there's this one here is an interesting one. It's the South African Wars Memorial from a local that died there in 1900. So what's 123 years ago? But yeah, and like you drive past these places. Like I drive past this place for, there's no reason to stop here because I can go to the beach where I live. It's just interesting. When I stopped and read all that stuff, but yeah, I really enjoyed the process of filming this video with the new camera. It was a good exercise for one. Sheena's saying, was there a Beth said, did you feel the earthquake? And then Sheena's going, was there an earthquake? I should come to Washington. Yes, mate. I'm probably coming over around this time next year. So I've got some plans afoot. So if everything goes according to plan, I'll be coming into Dallas and doing a few things and heading up the Oklahoma and Arkansas and places like that. But yes, it's been well, that's good, mate. I hope everything's going well for you there, Coyote. Had a possum in a trap and got a good video. Yeah, your possums are pretty wild, but our possums can be wild, but they are pretty cute. It is yeah, but anyway, this is see the picture quality here. Like look at that picture quality right there, right now. Like absolutely. This is the GoPro. And it's a nice sunny day. It's a little bit cool, and I'm just doing my thing as I stroll along and go further afield. And then the water down here was absolutely sparkling crystal clear too, by the way. This is around Penguin, which is the northwest of Tasmania, the top half, like the half that's closest to Melbourne. And so the old fella in the corner there, he stopped me. He was fascinated by what I was doing. He stopped me. He was 87 years old and asked all about the camera and the technology. But he didn't. Like I filmed it too, and he said, "No, don't put me on there." I said, "No problemo." His name was Rex. He says, "I go for this walk every Saturday." Yep, sure will, mate. I will be definitely doing that. I'll be contacting a lot of people saying, this is where I am, and yeah, let's catch up and say hi. And yeah, do some, just have a bit of a chin wag and a chat and maybe a sherbet or two. But yeah, so this is a lovely place. Anyway, if you want to see the rest of it, I probably showed you some of it. If you want to see the rest of it, it's on my channel. And each week I'll be doing a new video, hopefully a bit more of this, just walking around, showing you some local areas that you've probably never been, or if you the sky is amazing. Sheena, got to see Big Mad in Texas. Definitely Texas. I've got a few people I'm going to see there. I got some music stuff to do in Texas as well, so I'll get that done, and then I'll it was oh, hang on, where we go here? It was somewhere by New Zealand. So where are we talking about? Hang on, I've missed something here. Beth. Well, Beth. Well, Tasmania is close to New Zealand, where I think it's 500 kilometres, or it could be even closer. I'm not sure. It's about, just say 450 kilometres to Melbourne by boat, and it's probably 700 kilometres by boat to 700 kilometres by boat to New Zealand. There we go. Just more of the video that I had a bit of fun with playing with the camera. There was the earthquake was in New Zealand. Now I'm with you. They covered all the time over there. No, we didn't feel nothing here. And if we did, I'll tell you what, our house is on a slope like this, like really steep block of land we're on. So if anything shakes, I'll tell you, we'll be surfing down the hill. Yeah, I think the sky is always nice, but I'll tell you what, it's the old camera made it look as good as it really is. Like, look at this, all this footage, right? Okay, so now I'll go. This is the reason why the wife, the lovely Mrs. J, said, for your birthday, I'm going to get you a camera and then she said to the daughter, what camera should I get? And then they went out and got it. But the reason is because the week before I filmed this, and just the picture quality was really bad on the TV. It was really bad. This is showing you can walk from the beach where we live for 15 minutes and you end up at this waterfall. It looks like in the middle of nowhere. But look, watch this. I love this part. And here I go. I'm going to go in the distance. I'm starting to become artsy fartsy, and thought that was quite funny. But yeah, so the picture quality here is just not the same. It's not clear. It's a bit blurrier. It's just, it was a grey day, but let me just say that for a thing. And then when I started to walk like this, I'd done this shot, and this is just putting the camera down, walking to the camera, going past the camera, and then you go back and turn the camera around, then you walk away from the camera, and it looks like you just walked past, and then you stop like 100 yards up the path there, and then you come back, you grab your camera, and away you go again. And yes, when I took 3 cameras to film this video. This is the Canon, which I quite enjoy using this one. But when I got to, it's a shame about the camera work, but shows you the temperature of the water too. We're using a full length steamer suit. And yes. Anyway, this shot here is the reason we got the GoPro, is because this is an action camera, and look at me walking along and it's shaking along. There's no stabilization, and it's just not clear. It's just disappointing. Anyway, that's the reason why the that guy because I'm lucky enough to have done that video, and then the wife watched it on the big screen, and then she's just gone, geez, that's not real good. What do you need to improve? I said, probably a better camera. And then then hence the if I couldn't have planned it better, even if I thought about planning it. But welcome in Hiking with Jackie Boy. Hello, good to see you. If you type yes, well, that's mate. When you're walking away, there's I'm telling you, there's no one around. It's like we live in there's 20-odd thousand people in this city. It's really like a big country town. And when you I passed about 3 people on the whole walk. And when I was down on the beach on Saturday at lunchtime on a beautiful sunny day, I walked past one guy and 2 cyclists rode past me. No one, not one person was on that beach, but on the first beach there might have been 2 children and a grandparent was down on that beach. So it was, yeah, there's plenty of space here, like area to film, and you just don't get the crowds like you would do in Sydney or Melbourne. Roadhog, good to see you, mate. I enjoyed watching you mow on the lawn the other day, actually. I watched that late at night here. There's hello, Roadhog. Hello to Kevin. Sheena. Everyone's saying hello. Yeah, it's too bad and blurry. Yeah, it was terrible. And it's disappointing because I'm sort of a bit of a perfectionist, and it's just disappointing that that's the gear I went there with the impression, okay, I'll take 3 cameras. I will film parts of this video with the 3 cameras, and whatever looks the best, I will only use that camera on the next video. That's what I was thinking when I'd done that video. I thought that all looked good. But anyway, it all worked out in the best because now I've got a GoPro, and yeah, invoicing, that's the way, Sheena. And yeah, it is a beautiful place to live. I'll tell you what, Roadhog, I'm going to try to show everybody on your side of the world as much of this area as if they come here as a tourist themselves, and they go to these different little areas, different towns, different sightseeing places. Like I'm going to go back to Tasmania Zoo, which is down a couple of hours drive away, and when we go back there, I'm going to film it properly. I went there with one of the daughters, a few weeks back, and we sort of rushed through, and the video footage is not really good enough to make a decent video out of it. So we're just not doing it. So I'll go back and plan it again. So everyone's talking away in chat. It's wonderful. And did I bypass someone? No, here we go. I saw a video of some girl doing TikTok video and then dancing somewhere. I grabbed the camera. Yeah, mate, that's got to be a low act. Like theft, and it's, you can put yourself in a precarious location, and you know if you're there by yourself, and you're going into an area where, you could get yourself into a bit of strife. Well, you probably wouldn't do it, but there's not many places down here like that. And I'd probably give him the other camera, put the other camera in my pocket. So you take my camera, and I'll give him the one that shoots the blurry footage. I love that, Jonesy. I love seeing beautiful places. Well, thank you, Sheena. That's like, how everybody has a mission on their channel. Like somebody's a prepper, or somebody's a cook, or other people are like entertainers, or whatever they do, gardening. My channel, like when I started my channel, it was like a family channel to show the family what I'm up to. But now I'm sort of trying seriously to do some good production, or some video that I'm proud of. I want to do something. So the best thing for me to do is that, like, I'm in a beautiful location. Like the place we live in is. See, when you live here, you don't appreciate it because it's here. It's always here. It's the beautiful scenery that you see all the time, and it's just the beach or the mountains or the the forest and the hiking trails. All the stuff is just normal, sort of run of the mill, day to day stuff. But then when you show little things like that, Penguin, for instance, Penguin, you wouldn't. Every town looks like Penguin. Every town's got a beach. Every town's got a nice little quirky locations, quirky things happening in the towns. So that's going to be my thing, is just to, hey, let's go for a look around this location, and here we are. And that's what my channel is going to be all about. And some days I'll be in Sydney, some days I'll be in Melbourne on the mainland, and I'll go down to Hobart, which is the capital city of Tasmania. That's down the other end of the island. I've got to do some work down there, so I want to catch up with a couple of friends down there, and I'll go down there for the weekend and do some filming, which will be awesome. There's some great convict ruins and stuff down there. There's Port Arthur and a few other things. There's a lovely little convict building up not far away from us here. I've probably got a video out on it, but I won't. I'll save it and do it with the GoPro to do it some more justice. I'll go up and film that. It's like a sandstone ruin now, where they built a bit of a farm, and that was like their house at the time, which it's on this top of this hill in the highest spot in northwest Tasmania, and the wind there is horrendous. So I reckon back in the day it would have been a cold place to go in winter. That's all I'll say about that. So so thanks guys for popping in this afternoon, my time, or late night your time. How is everybody else going out there? What has everybody else got planned for their channel? There's got to be some interesting things afoot. I'm sure, Sheena, you were selling some stuff the other day that was interesting to see, and for have you and yoga together was. I love watching that. I had things on. I was busy doing some stuff when that was on, but I just had to keep coming back to watch because he's such a cool dude. And when we were talking ages, and what did he say he was? 34? Is that what he said? And it's just the return serve and the volley, and that was quite funny. Oh, that's great, Coyote. I hope all that worked out for you, mate. Sorry to hear the news, but it's great to see that she's back. Yeah. Well, thanks, Shana. And I remember, like, how long ago was that, Sheena, when we were talking about coming out behind the avatar? When that was, how was that, over a year ago, or was it just about a year ago? And look where everyone is. Look where you are. For a fact, you are shooting up there for the stars, and you've achieved your challenge, and you've got there, and you're very successful at what you do now. It's your business side of things, I see. Yeah, over a year ago. Yeah, it was. That was a great. Like, I seen, or I heard the confidence and the happiness coming out of your voice. So yeah, that's yeah. Look at me. Like, if I can go on camera, and no one should hide behind the avatar. I don't think, anyway, unless there's a special reason for it. But yes, Sheena, no, I quite that. Every time I see you doing something really special, I think of that time, and I think, look where she's. I'm not taking credit for it. Don't get me there. I'm just saying, you just needed that little push, and bang, look at you now. So it's awesome. Yeah, that's great. Yeah. Um, yes, mate. Well, I'm so glad she did, but I'm very sorry for what the outcome was. But I'm glad it was peacefully. So life's a funny thing. You've got to like, I cracked the milestone of 60 the other day, and you look at your life and you go, like, I've done all sorts of stuff with radio. Um, I looked at a Facebook post come up from like 9 years ago or 10 years ago, and I was in the studio I was on a FM station, and I was in the studio with the producer who I was training up to try to get him on air because they were looking for another announcer. And this is Dingo John, and he's really kicked on. And that Facebook sort of reminder come up of so many years ago, and I posted up there and said, hanging out with me mate Dingo. And yeah, it was just, that's probably the only good thing I like about Facebook, is that you get reminders of things that were happening years ago. But yeah, anyway, yeah, our channel is going to be about us and wherever life takes us. Yep, that's how I started mine. My mind was all about trying to show the grandson where I was, because I was always on the move. I was always going places. And he was a little fella, and the daughter used to put it on and say, "Look, there's Pop. He's doing this, and he's over here doing that." And now he's turning 15 this year. He's coming down in a few weeks, which will be good. Well, that's nice words there, Sheena. And yeah, no, you deserve every success that comes your way. I'll tell you that for a fact. Uh, Now I'm just getting the phone. He's sort of cracking on a bit. Missed a call from a number I don't know. Let me just go back to here. Go back to here. Three two, 3232. Go back to over here. It's interesting times ahead. Yes. So that's got something to do with, where are we? 1 hour. Yeah, that's when when you get a schedule for work, where you work, and they give you a schedule, and then they ring you up at 3:42 p.m. It's never good. They want you to change something. So I'll ring him back later. There is no rush for that. Yes, I know that. Yeah. Oh, here we go again. Let me. There was sent a message now. Wednesday. I've got a tradie coming. Wednesday, yes, that's okay. Yes, Wednesday I'll be at work, and hopefully the wife will be here. So I just said, yep, come on that day, please. It's very hard to get a tradesman on this island, let me tell you. And you pay for it. That's the other thing. Whoop. Sorry about that. I didn't read that one. No, well, I definitely when I come over, Sheena, next year sometime, we should try to catch up. That would be awesome to just do a little hey sort of video. Yes, that was an interesting journey where I went, I followed your advice and went around the world. And I started with, I really got stuck at around the 400s with my subscribers. This is probably good advice for people if you are chasing to get more. G'day, Auslander. Good to see you, mate. Hope you're well and fine up there in sunny Queensland. Yeah, we will definitely sort something out, Sheena. But the advice I would give, if anyone, you want to tell anyone who's chasing 1,000 subscribers, is definitely run with the shorts. Shorts can be anything. You don't even have to think about things. I filmed some grass blowing in the wind. I done some TikTok ones that my daughter taught me how to do, and that got me rolling. But I filmed scenery, the dog, all sorts of little mumbo jumbos, and I was grabbing 10 subscribers and 5 subscribers and 10 subscribers, and before you knew it, I was close to 500, and I was going around the world. Yeah, I was going around the world and going to the Philippines, going to England, going to everyone's live, saying hi, this is me, blah, blah, blah. And that, people connected. And yeah, I woke up, I gained like 100 one night and 100 the next night. And, just become popular in different people's. You've just got to get out of the community you're in. You get like in a community, you can be in a community and the ball is only this big and you fill that ball up and you're at a certain spot in your YouTube numbers. Well, you go outside that ball. Well, there's a ball over here and another one over here, another one over here, and you can just keep growing, just keep connecting the dots, and that's basically what happened. It was amazing, and I was wearing you out. Oh, yeah, sleep patterns are a very big thing too. So I believe in stick to a sleep pattern, wherever it is, whatever time you go to bed and wake up, you stick to that sleep pattern, and your body clock adjusts. And then if you need to go on early, you go on early. If you need to go on late, you go on late. But you stick to that sleep pattern. Yeah, I know. It's all about content too. I know, but it's are they actually? That's a very good comment, Auslander. It's all about, for me, it's all about the challenge to get the 1,000, 4,000. So if you can get the 1,000 and 4,000, usually, I don't know what comes first for most people. It's probably the subs, but it's the when you do get to when you do get to the 1,000, you've usually got a long way to go for the 4,000. That's hence I'm doing this live, which I'm appreciating having the numbers here. This is the sort of live content that I get on a Saturday. So I really do appreciate every one of you that have come in to say hi and share a bit of time with me. I'll probably go for another 20 minutes, and there's an hour and a half, and I might do it again tomorrow and then the next day. But that's the thing. It's like fishing. It's like putting a worm on a hook and throwing it into a new pond. When they do bite, the ones who come and watch. Like it's interesting. The people like my latest. So just say for instance, my latest video. I made it a mission. I just thought in my head, okay, whoever comes to watch this video, I'm going to go watch one of their videos. I know you can't do that when you're absolutely, you get hundreds and hundreds of comments. Like you'd never get off the computer. But because I'm relatively small, and there's like, I don't know, 14 comments or something. So I went to everyone's that watched that video and left a comment. I went there and actually watched one of theirs, and it's sort of like is that a tit for tat? I don't know, but it's like, okay, these people spent some time out of their day doing this for me. Well, the least I can do is do a little bit back. That was sort of like the attitude I had. So, no, and I enjoyed it, and especially when you talk to people in these chats all the time, and you you don't really know the people itself. Like you say hello to Roadhog, and Roadhog, like for whatever reason, you picture Roadhog to be a Chevy or a Ford man with a muscle car, or you get these sort of images in your head, and then when you go to his channel and watch a few videos, you get to know the person. So it's a bit like the lives, I suppose, when people see you sitting here, opening yourself up and saying good day to everyone. Then the content, once you hit the numbers, then the content comes on proof. But I mainly do live sales. Yeah. How does that go for you, Sheena, by the way? The sales. So is that market actually working? Is it like, if it works, it's awesome, because people only sit by there, don't have to go anywhere. You don't need to have a store, a shop, or anything. You just sit and do your thing. And that's another thing. Stones, they really amaze me as well. The different that you walk down the beach early in the morning and you see all the rocks that wash up overnight on the change of tides, and you're always looking for the shiniest or the clearest. Well, that's awesome, Sheena. And I'm still growing. I've been busy with my business. Yep, good for you. Well, that's fabulous. I'll tell you what, that is fabulous. Absolutely. I'm very happy for you. So it's going extremely well. I reckon that is too. And Auslander, who is a very wise man, I'll say that before I even read the words. I reckon the 1K is important because of the YouTube code promoting your videos for you. But again, if the views matter, then it's actually the viewers need to want to see or hear the content. Yeah, that's very true. Hey, Blackburn, good to see you. That's very true, because it's hard for me to describe, but my journey, right, is I was a watcher. So I used to not even do content. I was just turn the YouTube on, going to my favorite channels, watching these people do their thing, leaving a comment. I wasn't even leaving a comment at the start. I was just a watcher. Then I actually joined, like, become a YouTuber. Got my tag just so I could leave a comment. And I wasn't doing content. I was just leaving content. That's how I had to do it, to leave a message. And then I thought, this is pretty cool. Then I thought I could do a video, and I put a video out. And then and you slowly, people say that was interesting. Like one of my videos that done well was hanging out in Clarksdale, Mississippi, which is like when we're on tour with the band. I just slapped together a bit of this, bit of that, plonked together, uploaded it, and that's got like 1,300 views or 1,600 views, and really good watch time as well. So I was very happy with that outcome. And then I'm assuming hanging in Clarksdale, Mississippi, a lot of musicians or music people will search that, that in the search bar, like. So I'm gathering that's why I got the views on that one. And other ones that I've got views on is you've got no rhyme or reason why it happens. It just does. Whereas, I just shrug my shoulders. But people that do go to watch a certain creator, if you go there a lot and you get involved with that person, then you feel like you're part of the community of theirs or their family, or you get that vibe. And like, there's a lovely musician in Boston. Her name is it Salon? Salon Ferocious is her last name, and it's Celine. Why do I keep getting that wrong? Celine, yeah, she's Celine Ferocious. She's one of my first ones. I joined her when she was just starting as well, so I got to know her right through her video production. She was asking me little things about her video editing and stuff, and I was can you please be harsh with me? And she was sending me messages saying, can you be the real person that talks to me about my stuff? Don't say everything looks nice. Can you actually tell me that the changeover from here to there was a mess, or you went too long at this section, or this, you could have shortened it up here? She said, I really need somebody who's realistic and helping me. So I said, sure, I can do that for you. And we become really good friends. And now she's up to about 900 subs, and I reckon she's got her watch hours already because she's really popular with the vlogging community. And she's a fabulous musician as well. Like, she does wind instruments, and like the flutes and all these fancy ones. I've got no idea what they're called. But drop your link. Just type radio, and your link shall drop. And actually, I haven't even looked at YouTube on my side of the fence. Is it? Let me have a look. Oh, turn that off. Get the chat up, and Sheena's. So I'm just there you go, Blackburn. Anyway, that's where I'm at. And like, I still go watching Diesel Dave and the Sparks. Was it Heavy Sparks? Is that his channel now? The old Diesel brothers. Like, they do fabulous content, and and you see what you can do from a production side of things, from a television standpoint, which is what they've been in, to bring that same production quality with his team that he's got into YouTube land. And it's just like an entertaining half hour or 45 minutes that you'll sit down, relax around the lounge room, and press the button and say hi. So thanks for coming in. It's Treasure Hunter or ex-Treasure Hunter. Good to see you, and thank you. Get some sleep. if you want numbers and views and complaining about everything and anything brings in the numbers and dollars, yeah, I know, mate, but yeah, you can only if these people that whinge and whine and complain can only complain for so long because you can't live your life as one of those people, can you? You can, yeah. I like the you know remember the clickbait, like when YouTube go back 10 years, YouTube, if you clicked it, you got it. So if you got the click on it, it was the view. So that's how it worked back in the day. You didn't have to. Your content could have been crap. So it was half dressed ladies trying to mow the grass or something, and there was bikinis in snow, or there was all sorts of these weird and wonderful thumbnails that would hook the click, would hence the term clickbait. And it still goes on, but it doesn't work these days because you can click it. And if it's not, if your thumbnail really doesn't address what the story is going to be, you're wasting your time doing it because people are just going to turn off. They're not going to, and you won't get the watch hours that you want, that you need for the ad revenue anyway. So it sort of negates it a little bit, but you do still see it out there. No, my pleasure, mate. I'm a very unusual sort of guy that does lives. I don't really pay much attention to the chat, which is a bit of a shame. But I should. I have to learn to play. I'm used to sitting in a radio studio. Phone would ring. Yeah, hello. And someone would say, yeah, blah, 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 blah. Do you want to go on air for that? And they'd say, oh, can I go on air? Okay, hang on. And then you'd say, there'd be something, an ad playing, and you go, okay, in 5, 4, 3, 2. Hi, on the phone, I have this wonderful Beth, and she's going to talk about a little problem down at this location. And then we do the spiel, and then thanks, Beth, click, and she's gone. But I'd always be, like thinking of things and looking at the computer and doing stuff. I don't read the chat. The chat is like a foreign. I have to learn to be better at that for YouTube world. But radio, mate. Radio is such a drug. You get into radio, whether it be music or talkback, like talkback. I don't know, Auslander, have you heard of Dean Mackin on the Super Radio Network? He got the bullet for a while. He got the bullet a while back about talking about the current events of the day, if you know what I mean. He wanted to talk about what was going on, and he wasn't. They really didn't want him to talk about it, and he here he is. Anyway, then they invited him back after a year or so off, Mr. Devil Dog, and then they invited him. They invited him into to come back because they were desperate for good announcers. He come back and he toned it down a bit, but then something else come up and he started talking about this situation. And then they said, look, you're going to have to tone it back. And he said, look, I will. And then, long story short, he just said, no, I can't. You either want me the way as I am, or I'll go elsewhere and do my thing. So he's gone elsewhere. Now he does private seminars and different things. And downstairs in the green room is my good little mate, Mr. DD himself. He's come to rescue me after an hour and 15 minutes.
Oh, what's up, Jonesy?
Oh, mate, I'm losing watch hours, so I decided to just jump on and do a couple of pop-ups this week to catch up.
Yeah, well, I was over playing my game, and I seen you on live, so I jumped up there and was watching while I was playing my game, and we lost one of the players, and then the other one said he was going to bed, so I decided to hop over here.
Thanks, mate. Spend a bit of time. It's
You got a lot of Aussies in here tonight, don't you? Auslander
is.
Info, Secret Blackburn.
Either
They're from
Pommy,
Australia,
but
right?
yeah.
What's
Blackburn
up,
knows
Roadhog?
English.
Oh, okay, English. Well, that side of the pond, anyway.
Well, sort of, but not. It's 1,200 miles. Well, it's
Hey,
a big,
what's up? You see there? Being US Odyssey. Being us Odyssey, rather.
yeah, that's Travel Hunter, I think.
Uh-huh.
I wonder whether what is this? What does it stand for?
Being it's a pun on words. The BN, okay,
Yeah,
which is
Ben.
Beth and Neil, but it's
Oh,
also
okay.
being, and then us US is the compass thing, right? And then Odyssey and like is like travels and stuff like that. And at the bottom, well,
BMS.
actually,
Yep.
it's harder to see on the little freaking things like that than it is the stickers and stuff, because any of the logos like that are harder to see. But I will show you here. Give me a second. Let me get over there.
Hey,
Yoga Goga.
He's my new mate. Yes. Jarhead. Who's calling you Jarhead? That's just not right. But that's my.
That's Coyote.
Yeah, it is. It is interesting too. Yoga too. Like I went onto Yoga's little channel his channel a few times, and he's got some interesting characters. But I'll tell you what, Yoga, you go live for like what 4 hours or 5 hours, or man, you were always you were slaying it the other day. I was watching a bit here, late night television. But yeah, so what have you been doing, mate? What's happening in the old Double Dog world?
Okay, hold on 1 second. Present, share screen. Okay, we just we were playing our game tonight. Right there. You want to bring that up real quick? Okay, you see right there? BN Us Odyssey, okay, which is Beth and Neil. Their last name's Cornett.
North South.
Okay.
B and U.
And Sojourners, basically they're on a, so it's basically Being Us Odyssey, which is their travels, their and stuff like that. That's kind of what it is.
Their adventure. Yeah, right. Okay, well, nice. When they come in, I said, "Who's this?" I was trying to work out who it was, and then they said, "Oh, it's us." And then I went, "Oh, okay." Oh yes, and did see this comment here? Devil Dog, remember to say, lest we forget, in a live tomorrow, because it's Anzac Day here, the 25th of April, which is like our Memorial
Day. Yep.
Yeah. So there's a march downtown. I'm going to. There's the dawn service at 6 o'clock down here, because we don't get the dawn until that time of the morning. So it's pretty reasonable, because in Sydney or somewhere it'd be like at 5 a.m. But yeah, so I'll be going down to that Auslander and pay my respects down there. Yoga says, love the compass design. Cool logo. Yep. And thank you, Eddie, for helping us on that logo. So you're a very, very busy man.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was kind of a little bit irritated yesterday, because for the last 2 or 3 days, 0400, that's too early.
Yeah.
Unless I'm staying up all night.
Yeah,
good night, Sheena.
Yeah, thanks, Jenna, for popping in. Really appreciate it. Yeah. Hey, what you think of the GoPro footage?
I thought it was freaking awesome, dude. that is so freaking cool.
It just shows you the quality from that video from the video of the week before is chalk and cheese. The quality from the week before I'm glad I did that video because the wife looked at it on the TV and went to the daughter that stays with us and said, Danny, how do we fix this? He's got to be able to film something better than that. And then she said, get him a GoPro. And then they went shopping and come back with the this little Bobby Dazzler, which they're amazing they're tiny little things, and I still got to learn how to use it properly. But I was told by Tom tonight, the keto cook. He told me to film on 1080. He said, don't even worry about the 4K because your bandwidth, like the data. Like that last video was 27 gigabytes. So that's a lot of data.
Yeah.
So anyway, so what's been going on, mate? Apart from
well, I was kind of irritated. I spent like 4 or 6 hours helping somebody out do a logo, and all they did is I got an email and it said, hey, I'm thinking about doing this. Can you help me out? Blah, blah, blah. And they sent me one picture. Okay. So with that picture, which we call an asset, with that picture, I made them 4 different logos to choose from. Okay. Mm-hmm. And really, they didn't like none of them. And then they said, well, I got a lot of more pictures I should have sent to you. So it was like 6 hours of my time down the drain to start from scratch. Yeah. So wasn't really happy about that. And it's just frustrating. It's frustrating.
Let's hope they buy a few stickers then. But anyway, yeah, I hear you can be helpful and you can be, you know what I mean? Like people can stretch it a bit. It's but anyway.
yoga with Goga.
Yes, I set it up very well.
Hey, it says Radio Jonesy right there.
Yeah. And in saying that, it's like the good old days.
Oh my gosh, I'm out of here. See you later, Jonesy.
You funny.
Yes. Come here. So what's going on?
Oh, not much. I was out and about doing some stuff, and I saw you were on. I thought I'd hop on, say hey.
Nikki, want a treat?
Man.
You want a treat, Nikki? Want a treat?
Yeah, I'm just doing the and yoga. I can tell you all about that too later at a later date. It's a secret men's business. The old devil dog and his slideshow. Need the real one.
Can't hear it, Jonesy. You ain't got yourself set up.
Man, see what happens when you do it yourself. You come on live and you. Whoa, this is the same. Well, this is the same one I used the other day. Get rid of it.
Beth said, just I was going to bed. I can't get out soon enough.
Yes. But
there you go. Now we can hear it. Now we can hear it, Jonesy.
Yeah. Well, round of applause.
All right. Okay, children, that's enough playing time.
That wasn't me.
Whoa, he's playing it. That's like that piano guy plays it with his. Yes, with another digit.
Another digit. What digit are you talking about, Jonesy?
You know, he stands there and he plays the piano. He takes his pants down and he plays the piano. Down up. You haven't seen that one?
No.
No, that's an Australian thing, I think. But
Yoga with Goga says show off.
Yes, it's a bit like that. It's and he's a really interesting dude too. The old Yoga with Goga. I was reading his bio saying that he's he done some master of yoga from India, some place in India. Is that correct?
I think he's in
Yoga?
Africa. I think he's in
He is.
Africa. Oh, okay.
He is, but he done his yoga training.
Oh,
with
okay.
some special master place in India, I think. If my Roadhog is jumping back up saying good day. But what have you been up to, Gary, apart from
Just-
Sunday? Not much.
Not much. I mean, I've been working today, but
Right.
it's been a fairly slow evening, so that's a good thing. Just chilling for the most
do-
part.
I do my homework, Goga. I do my homework. But anyway, I was babysitting Charlie for most of the day. The lovely Mrs. J went to work, and Charlie fell asleep on the lounge, and then
Tracy.
he's never been left alone, right? Ever since we've had him, never been left alone. So he's definitely a needy child. So he fell asleep on the lounge. So I had to drive down to town to pick the lovely missus up. So I tippy-toed to the back door, shut the back door, walked around to the side of the house, and here he is. He's got his paws on top of the lounge, looking out the glass window. He's going, "What's going on? What are you doing?" And then I just kept walking. And then I got out the front of the house, and he's ran to the other side of the house. He's up on another chair, looking out the glass, going, "Whoop, whoop, 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 whoop." Yeah, like, don't leave me. And then when we drove the car, like, I got to drive the car up the street to turn it around and then come back down the street because it's a dead end. When I come down the street, he's still watching me as I drive past, and he's watching the car go. And then when I come home with the lovely missus, he was going off like a frog in a sock. So we've got to do more of leaving him alone, I'd say. Otherwise, he's going to be a very needy child.
Well, when Nikki gets past her chewing stage, we'll probably be. Right now, we kennel her when we're not here. And so we're waiting till she gets past that chewing stage before we let her stay outside of. Because right now she chews on. Well, she's not too bad. She's not near as bad as Bella was, but she's pretty bad when it comes to if she finds some paper, she's gonna shred it. And so we've got to where we pretty much have to have her kennel when we're not around.
Tell you what, the daughter goes to McDonald's or somewhere and she bought breakfast and come home with her whatever she got, bacon and egg McMuffin or whatever it was. And then she said, "What'd you get me?" She said, "Nothing." But she said, "Come here, Charlie." Opens up the sausage. This opens up the sausage one and says, "Here you go, buddy. This is for you." And then he's gorging on the sausage part of that. So you know who wins in this house. G'day, Jonesy. I'm doing housework. That's good, but I've been running. Oh, thanks, mate. Appreciate it. No idea what I've been saying. I've been talking nothing but good words about you, Daz. Off to load the washing machine. Good on you, mate. He's a champion. If you haven't connected with My Aussie Gardening Kitchen, that's Daz. He does a fabulous production on all his videos and lives, and he's just one cool dude. Another Australian that you need to have in your collection of subscribers. Oh,
I am subscribed to him.
yeah,
Good
he's a
night,
good guy.
Beth.
Thanks, Beth. I really appreciate you. You're one of the first ones in. So thanks very much for popping in tonight. It's been awesome. Yeah. Who's got the shark? What's going on there? But anyway, we oh, did you see the new video I did, Gary?
No, I hadn't. Which one and when was it?
Yes, well, a day. It's called Walking in Penguin. Let me give you a. I've already showed half the audience. I tried out my new birthday present, which was this, the old GoPro 11.
Yeah.
Or the new. I call it the old. It should say the new GoPro 11.
Yeah.
The stabilization was fantastic for me. It actually got me. It got me walking a lot smoother,
Mm-hmm.
and I was very happy with the end product. So
I'm not real happy with the image stabilization on mine, but mine's just a 7, so it makes sense yours would be better.
yeah, where are we? I should go to this one here. But yeah, this is me just waffling. Let me get to some walking. Fast. Geez.
That ain't bad at all.
And this town's called Penguin, so everywhere you go, there's a penguin. Like from little posts to pictures to statues to garbage bins, everything's a penguin except for the Doctor Who.
That's
Who drops
cool.
in. Yeah. See what it is?
Now-
It's a library.
That is cool. I thought about making one of those.
Well, watch this.
Wait. What am I watching? Oh,
It's a public library, so you can drop a book off and take a book, or just take a book and bring it back.
oh, cool.
I've heard of people doing that on a smaller scale, but not that big a scale.
That's
That's
kind of
pretty
cool.
neat.
Yeah, it is.
Well, I see you guys watch my channel all the time.
I did see that, Jonesy,
Here we go.
but
Hey,
I
I didn't
wasn't.
see it, but I've been watching your shorts lately.
I wasn't looking right now. I was looking at freaking. I was working.
Yeah, it's all good.
See, I don't like Jonesy. He does that
I'm
stuff
only
to
having
me.
a crack. That's right.
I'm over here trying to work, but yet I'm supporting him, and he ain't even helping me.
That's it.
Well, you know,
They
I've been
fight.
giving some thought to this. The
So
fact
hard.
is that live streams take a lot of time. You know, it seems like it. I mean, nobody really watches the restreams hardly. Well, some people do, but you know, especially if whenever it's on is not when they're awake or available. But when it comes to videos, you know, and live streams, you know, if you think about it, if we sit here for, I don't know, 30 minutes, an hour, that's the equivalent of watching 30 minutes of videos, I think. Plus more,
Yeah, well, my video last week got me 7 hours watch time. So that's last week's video, not this one. And my live on the weekend got me about 8.5 hours watch time. So
Hey, Jonesy. Jonesy, I gotta go.
yeah,
I gotta go watch your video, so
You're good, mate.
yeah, I gotta leave here to go watch.
well, yeah. But there, that's the quality of that camera compared to the camera I used the week before. I just wanted to. The week before it was dull, blur. It was a gloomy day, but really look at this. Look at that shot there. Like,
that's nice.
I know, it's beautiful.
Yep.
yeah, you can come over and say hi. I'll show you where all these places are. This is the war memorial at in Penguin. So this is where they'll be having a bit of
Did
celebration.
the Penguins have a war?
No, they could have, but not that I know of. Probably with the Sharks. But yeah, no, this is a really nice setup that they have there. It's right in the heart of town. But yeah, so all this is for all the wars that were Australians were lost. Even on the other side of here, like, let me speed this up. I'll speed up to here. Oh, maybe not this one. No, go back a bit. This one. This memorial here was for the South African War in 1900, where a Tasmanian lost his life, and this one's erected here for in what's that town called? It's on the video. I was reading it, but obviously, as well too, I used the wrong setting on the camera, so I used the I didn't zoom out enough. I had it too far zoomed in, but yeah, that's what this camera does anyway. This camera's got a lot of. Well, that's a cool spot. That's one of the coolest things of this town, is this spot just there. The train, the rail line comes straight through this intersection. Freight trains come straight through there, and right up there, right along the coastline.
Yeah.
To the train tracks just there as I'm walking across.
Well, let's see here.
Anyway, that's what. If you want to see the rest of that video, that's where it is. It's on there. And each weekend, I'll definitely be putting another little area up like that. I'll just go around and film the local stuff. I got some good plans at the Boer War. Thanks, the Boer War. Thanks, mate. Yeah, 1900, 123 years ago. Who would have thought?
What's up, Ryan?
Yeah, Dr.
Yoga
Hebe
with Goga made a comment that I think is valid. Hey, Ryan, the tech guy, good to see you, brother. He said that their rewatch value is almost nil. That's true. But occasionally you get an hour or two extra out of it.
Well, I tell you what, people have been watching my reruns because my watch hours have been going up pretty good.
Well, I think where their value really is in being able to go through and add, at least for most people, to a master playlist, so that it can give you more watch hours. Right. Most of them.
Well,
You're right.
I lost 20 hours. I went backwards 20, so that's why I'm live again today.
Well, I was just kind of looking back at some of my live streams to see what kind of hours they got and what have you. Here's one that they actually got 5 hours. For mine, that was pretty good. I don't think most of mine do. Most of them get like a half hour, watch time, or maybe an hour.
Daz is saying there that every Tasmanian are very good-looking people.
Ain't that a little bit conceited?
I was just going to ask if dope was legal down there.
But that is dope. Do they say that? Do they say that over there? That's dope.
Well,
yeah, well, that's an old saying, but the thing is that ain't what Gary was talking about. He was saying he thinks somebody's a little bit. What's a nice word for it, Gary?
Behaving erratic, maybe. I don't know.
Well, I could take a camera and a microphone, like the microphones, and go down into town here at certain times of the day, and I would get the craziest looking dudes you've ever seen in your life to talk. Like, I'm thinking that'd be a nice, funny video if people want to go on it. You don't want to film someone who doesn't you know what I mean? Like, you don't want problems with somebody who's who says they want to go on it and then they don't.
Oh, medicated. Medicated's a good word for it, Gary.
Medicated, yeah, there we go. Interesting thing though, I'm looking at some of my late night stuff, and some of these are getting 5, 6 hours a piece.
Well, that's because you're freaking awesome. Now you keep talking about numbers, I'm gonna have to leave.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna shut up. I know that gives you a headache.
Yep. Is
well, numbers
I'll
and
tell
analytics.
You know what fixes headaches?
Being off the panel with Gary.
You gonna give me a complex? You keep that up.
I'm sorry.
Walking on the beach. The relaxing walk on the sand.
Ooh, I just thought of something.
What?
I don't normally drop my link, but there's quite a few folks in here I don't know, so I'm gonna.
You know everybody in here. You know Daz, my Aussie Garden. You know Ryan the Tech Guy. You know Yoga with Goga. You know Secret Blackburn.
You never know.
Well, maybe I'll pick up a subscriber.
Maybe you will. I don't even care. I've been sitting at 1,200 for a month or more now.
Well,
I
picked
up 5
ahead.
yesterday. I grabbed 5 yesterday. 3 were locals that I know who didn't know I did a YouTube channel, and 2 were on the live.
That's cool. Did you? You know what? Did you hand out your card there, Jonesy? Your sticker?
I sure did.
See, that helps. You hand out your sticker and say, "Hey, these are my YouTube channels. Check them out."
Exactly what I did at work in the office.
Well, that might get you in trouble.
Hey, I got in trouble for it.
No, but I didn't do it to the customers. I did it to the staff.
Oh, okay.
The staff. I said, "You watch YouTube?" And they said, "Sure do." Most Saturday nights, I turn it on and watch a few things, and I slip them a sticker. Here you go. Check these 3 channels out. They go, "Who's this?" I said, "It's me." Yeah, but and then one guy commented on 2 of the videos already and said, "Man, I love it. This is
That's
good."
nice.
Yeah, and they had no idea. Like it's, and with any luck, his word of mouth will travel. And yeah, and then another guy who's a football player, he put his sticker on the car and he said,
Like American football?
"No, like AFL football." And he said, we're having a drink at the car after training, and someone said the sticker and said, "Oh yeah, that's me mate's YouTube channel." Which that's probably the only thing it doesn't say is YouTube, because
I could have
people
put
look at-
that on there, but you didn't want it on there. That would have been
No.
color. You wanted black and white.
I like black and white.
Like old newspaper.
But, yeah. And what's up, Ryan? What is up with Ryan? How you going, buddy? I like Ryan put a video out. Did you see it where he said, "This is Ryan, the tech guy, and no, I don't do tech." Did you see that video?
No, I didn't see that.
It's just my YouTube channel name, because I couldn't think of anything else at the time. And,
Hey, that gives me I thought I had an idea. I was thinking about opening up a channel and call it Pew Pew or Shadow Ban. Just something that's pretty.
YouTube Police seems to get a bit of attention when he turns up.
I've noticed that.
The YouTube Police are in the house. People get excited. But I don't know how he'd go with YouTube when he gets to.
Be right back.
But I just thought it'd be a name that everybody would recognize and kind of stand out in people's head.
Well, the reason Radio Jonesy, that was like the grandson come up with that plan to, like, this channel originally was called Out and About with Jonesy. That was the channel. And then when he sort of said, because over here there's a lot of big name radio stations with the Jonesy on them, and he said, "Look, none of these other guys have tried to capture that brand. Why don't you just start it?" And so I said, since he said it, I said, "Yeah, why not? Let's do it." And that's been the brand ever since. And then we got further down the track. I had a bit of a conversation with a couple of people. Like, it's nearly now, probably 9 months into it, I suppose. And they said, "We thought you were an American," and I said, "No, well, obviously you don't listen to me on the channel because I'm not."
Right.
And then they said, "Oh, well, you should brand yourself to be Australian." I said, "Well, I'm not Australian. I'm Tasmanian." And
There we go.
And that's what they said. They said, "Oh, is Tasmania?" And then now I get the questions: is Tasmania its own country, or is it, which obviously it's not. But,
Yoga with Goga asked, Pew Pew like PewDiePie. Over here, a lot of times when people want to refer to something like a Kalashnikov or a Glock or some type of I'll just say it, gun, they say pew pew. So, it's a pretty common phrase around here, especially amongst people that do the 2A, that Second Amendment. Here in the United States, we have a Bill of Rights, and they have a Second Amendment that allows us to carry firearms. So it may be a little,
Homestead, Robert, Homestead Aquarius, how you doing?
it may be a little ego or ethnocentric, or I don't know, but
okay, so Ryan had an issue last night. He's going to send you an email.
okay.
So yeah, like at the end of the video too, I walked through the town itself. Like the beach is on one side and there's a bunch of shops the other. So I just, to me, I thought it was stupid walking through the town. It's like walking down the street,
Mhm.
which looks like this. Just walking down the street, but other people have already commented to me saying, "No, it's interesting just looking at the shops and the different things that we see there that we don't see over here, and all that sort of stuff." So, have a go at this
Mhm.
little fella. Yeah, so I finished the video off right down the end. There's 120 odd, maybe 130 odd year old church. So I stopped in front of that. So,
I've had some people tell me they like the videos that I've done a couple of videos. I live in a fairly small town, and well, I live in between Florence and Richland, but Florence is a real small town, and people say they like that, small town stuff.
well, yeah, that's. I'm hearing something similar. I'm hearing people. The thing with me is that people watching this are telling me that they're never going to get there, and it's great to be able to. Can you show me more of the island, because I'll never see it in my own. I don't think I'm ever going to get there. And
Mhm.
other people are just saying stuff like, "It's just good. It's good seeing different places where I think I might go to." That sort of comments are coming in. So yeah, so I'm just coming up to the church. I just thought I'd run it towards the end here. That's the sort of end of the shops. There was a whole. I could have went into the coffee shop. I could have went into the pub and had a beer. I could have done all this sort of fun stuff that you see most people doing. You know, but yeah, it's pretty cool old church here. Been here for a long time. It's in a prime location, right in the beachfront. But yeah, it is. It is. This is sort of what I'm going to base my channel off over the next 6 months. Is just walking around different places, playing. I'm walking. I'm not doing the touristy thing like punch you between the eyes and go bang, I'm here, bang, I'm there, bang, I'm here, bang, I'm there. This is the video. Check it out, and I'm gone. It's going to be
Yeah.
it's going to be a relaxing thing, a combination of Tasmania ASMR but if you're ever going to go to a church, how about this place right on the beach?
Looks nice.
Anyway,
You
this is
know,
where the video finishes. But yeah,
I have noticed that, a lot of these channels that tell you how to make this or how to grow your channel and all this kind of stuff, they have a tendency to say, to cut it shorter, make it quicker, make it, all this type of stuff. But then, a lot of the stuff, like this right here, it's more of a, it's more of a thing to get away from that. Um, let people relax a little bit and just kind of chill and enjoy. That also explains the ASMR stuff. Um, why
yeah.
folks?
Well, I'm probably going to get back into more of that too eventually. Now the GoPro, the audio on that GoPro was pretty good in that heavy. That was a real windy day. It was blowing,
Yeah,
and only a certain angles when I turned, the wind must have been hitting the mic, and
yeah.
there's a few mosquitoes getting around
But
actually. But yeah, but I'm going to give that a crack with the ASMR thing too. So I'll anyway. But yeah, you're right, Gary. Like some people go there to relax as well. You don't
yeah,
have to be punched between the eyes every 10 seconds. Something changes.
Ryan says it's it okay if I come up on panel, but only with Mike. I can't be bothered to send an email now.
Sure.
I guess it wants to come up on panel.
Sure, as long as we're not going to be talking doom and gloom,
Technical.
technical stuff.
Ow.
Sure, mate.
Nicole, stop it.
Yeah.
I love you, but you're going to stop that. Thank you. Hey, Big Matt.
Big Matt. Big Matt doesn't sleep like the rest of you. What time? 4:45.
It's about time for you to have supper.
It is. I was just looking at the back door. Actually, someone's at the back door, but they're not talking to me yet, so that's a good thing. But yep, had a pretty good day today. I tell you what, I had some beautiful seedlings, some beautiful starts, and the last 2 days have completely been destroyed by the paddy melons.
Mhm.
So very disappointing. I got a few still in the greenhouse. I got a few on a table that they can't get to. But yeah, I'm sort of a bit disappointed. I might be just growing onions this year. They don't eat onions. No.
Maybe you could put a few fruit trees in the ground.
Well, we've done that as well. Actually, we've done that and planted onions up on the hill. So, but down on the next level up from where I am, they come and had a feast there the last 2 nights, and I really can't see where they're getting in. So they actually got to be jumping the fence. So I'm either going to have to build a fenced-in area, or maybe even build a fence across halfway up the yard. So if they come in from the top, they can only come so far, given the top half of the yard to play in.
You know, down here we have trouble with deer. One of the things that, and I don't know if the same things will work with deer that work with,
It would. I reckon it would.
I know that there's only 2 ways that I know of to keep deer out of a property, and one of which is make it harder to get to.
Yep.
That which requires barriers and that type of thing. Now, and I don't know if the other one will work. I know that for me, it's always been about putting a sweaty T-shirt out there in the garden, and they hate the smell of people, and so they'll keep out of there.
Yeah.
So, that tends to work.
Well, they tell me the dog, like the dog scent. It's either the neighbor on one side here has told me, put a dog in your backyard and they won't come in if it's a dog that's in the yard at night. They'll be too scared. They'll be too scared of it, skittish, and they won't come in. So that could be the easiest solution: is just get a dog from rescue a dog from somewhere.
Then you just got to keep the dog out of the garden.
Yeah, I hear you.
But dogs are pretty good about learning that type of thing, I think.
Well, yes, Charlie would love to be running around up there, but he wouldn't like the outdoors all night stuff, I tell you.
I'm sorry, I was talking. My mic was muted. I don't think a dog's gonna bother it too much unless it's in the ground where they dig. I don't think they'll mess with, maybe pee on it or whatever, but that's just fertilizer.
Yeah, Yep. I'll be back in a sec. Hang on.
All right. He going to see if his dinner's done. But I mean, I don't think they'll mess with the plants too much, really. A dog, unless, like I said, they're digging and it's in the ground.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think you're probably right. I mean, there are dogs all over down over, where we used to have the garden over by my cousin's place, and they never really messed with it.
Yeah.
When I started leaving that T-shirt out there, the deer didn't really mess with it either. So
Yeah, no, that could be a good idea.
Did your shirt stink that bad, Gary?
well, it had fresh sweat on it. Was every day when I'd go out to the garden, I'd work a couple of hours, and I just swapped today's sweaty shirt with yesterday's shirt that was sweaty yesterday. And so it stunk a little bit going home, but usually when I went home, it was time to get ready to go to work anyhow. So,
Yeah, they don't like potato. They hate onions. So I've got a few good. Someone told me last summer I planted onions around the outside and the vegetables in the middle, and they left that alone for a while, and I thought that was the answer. And then one day I woke up and everything in the middle was gone and the onions were still there.
well, here's a thought to go along with that. A lot of times people will tell you to plant in a polyculture, which means don't plant all of your one thing in one spot. I've found that it to be helpful sometimes. For example, around the fruit trees that I planted, I made it a point to plant onions so that any pests that didn't like the onions would stay away from the fruit trees as well. You could plant onions by your lettuce or onions by you have to look. There are some plants that don't do well with others, but you could always try to find some kind of a polyculture setup that will help. Maybe.
Well, you know how our winters here are pretty crook and pretty cold and wet and crazy. Oh, the Island Sisters are in.
Hello, Island Sisters.
They're a lovely couple of sisters.
I think I'm already subscribed to them.
Yeah, got that beautiful Jamaican accents and living in London or in England somewhere. But yeah, great people. But yeah, I'm gonna have to find a way of doing it, like a way of keeping the. Whether I build a nice big solid greenhouse, which will be a way of keeping, like with windows that can open up in summer. Like I don't even need to put a floor in, I just need to frame it and build it into the hill even, like dig out some of the hill.
Yeah.
But, just need to keep them out. And that was...
You could put some timber on the other side. Like one side or one wall be the hill, and the other side or wall be the timber. You like how I used your word there, Jonesy?
The timber hill. I like the way you speak.
Yeah, instead of wood.
The way you speak. I like the way you speak 100 miles an hour.
Ah, crap.
I wasn't going to mention it.
He just sounds. He sounds like he's taking a bit of medication himself.
Yeah.
And he's sped up a bit.
Something else I know they do on the tops of fences around, protected areas or what have you, is a lot of times they'll go through and have this thing where it's going out kind of like this, so that it, on both sides,
Yeah.
so that it kind of protects people, keeps things from jumping, I guess, getting over that way.
Yeah. I had about 5 really good iceberg lettuces. And you know how it takes a long time for that to really get the outside leaves, and then it starts to
Yeah,
fill in. It was
yeah.
just starting to fill in, and we were saying, should we take them inside now? And we said, give it another week or so, and they're all gone.
Yeah,
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 but
Goga. On my channels, it's all my members are on my. You go to my homepage. That's all my members, the highest ranking members, down to the lowest, and that there's 4 ways I shout my members out. This right here is one way. On my homepage is another way. My Nightbot's another way, and my mail calls are another way. So if you're a enlisted or above, I put you on my shout outs because that's one of the benefits of being enlisted or above. And so there's 4 different ways I shout people out. Now this one's not a member no more. She was gifted a membership, but it's my wife, so I just decided to keep her up there. And yeah. And she does stickers as well. If you notice, I got a few new members up here, so I totally took everybody off that's not a member no more. I'm still working on my mail call and my Nightbot.
You know, that's something that you have to constantly update, though.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I got to update it 4 different ways. It ain't just one way. And see, yeah, my wife does those stickers too, Goga. She makes stickers. That was actual Jonesy's sticker before. I just went in there and added the Tasmania ASMR. You know, you're missing one of your channels on there, Jonesy.
yeah, but I just don't know which channel. There's no point having a homestead if you can't keep the predators out. What's the point?
You can own boomerangs there.
I was told to get a paintball gun, which you can get, because you can go to paintball and own your own guns when you're in competitions at paintball, and freeze your pellets. Actually, freeze your paint, and then when you shoot them, they're pretty solid. But
wait, you showed them that sticker. You didn't show them the other sticker.
well, the other sticker's a special one.
I like the other one, the special sticker, better.
I like that one. I like that one too. The one he's about to show. That's pretty sharp.
That's not a big rat. That is a Tasmanian devil. The Tassie devil.
You notice he shows the one that he likes better, but not the one that I like better.
Well, which one do you like?
I like the Tasmanian devil better. It's just me.
I do too, because we don't have Tasmanian devils over here. See, he sees Tasmanian devils all over probably, so he's not worried about it. Yeah. Yoga said, I almost said I love the purple rat.
Yes, I got to say that first. Hang on, let me change cameras. So now we're on the close-up shot. They have got a rat look about them, but I'll tell you what, they rip flesh from the bones. They're about as big as a small dog.
Yeah, I love that sticker.
Yeah,
that's actually one of my favorite stickers, though. Seriously.
Okay.
And his other sticker's pretty dang big.
It is actually. This is my hat, right? And it's how big is it? I don't. Oh, there he's got one. Look at that. They're everywhere. Radio Jonesy. Radio.
Look, it's showing the sticker on my sticker wall too. It was 3 across. Tic tac toe, Jonesy. We won.
That's it. Yes. Oh, here we go. I got someone else. Someone else is popping in, and it is the AC/DC fan himself. It's not a Tasmanian spirit animal. Well, it's a real animal. It runs around the forest.
What's going on?
What's
Hey,
up,
Ryan.
Ryan, buddy?
Nothing much.
Good to see you, Ryan.
Oh,
I knew
one
too.
Gary, which one you like better, the Tasmania one or this one?
That's a tough call, but I got to pick that one. I love that dog.
Yeah, the green screen's kind of messing with it, but
Hey, where Roadhog? Is your address on your channel there, Roadhog?
where's my other sticker? It's in this pile somewhere. Gotta be.
Because of the new trading cards of the future.
Oh, there it is. Shoot, I'd be rich. I'd be rich if it was trading cards of the future.
Yeah.
You know, you could produce your own baseball cards, maybe. You'd have to get them licensed and everything.
Kevin Taylor. Welcome in, Kevin. Good afternoon, Jonesy and friends.
Hey, Kevin Taylor.
He's got a great album too, Kevin. A good musician, great musician. An album. It is somewhere here. Let me have a look.
Jonesy, I do need to ask you a question. I have an envelope here.
Oh yeah,
From-
that's right.
I have an envelope here
From last
Australia.
December?
No, from Australia. Just got it. Okay. And I believe it's Andy,
Okay, yep.
but I don't know. Yeah, the Adult Collective.
Yep, that's Andy.
Well, it don't say the Adult Collective.
What's
It
it
just
say?
says his name.
Andy
and-
Leach.
No,
Andy Townsend.
nope. So it may be somebody else, but it's from Australia, and the first name's Andrew, and the last name's something else.
Oh, Andrew Jacobs. Is it
Yep.
Jacob?
Yep.
Yeah, no, that's not Andy. He's a fabulous musician as well from the Central Coast.
He's a
got
musician as well.
Oh, he's got a great album. Yep.
Okay, I think that may be how I got it. As I think you told me about it, and I either emailed him or
Yeah, he was
said
giving
something
out-
on his YouTube or something like that. Yeah, that's what this is.
Andrew
Cool.
Jacobs. He's
Yeah, I
lovely.
can't wait to listen to it, but I'm gonna do a mail call on it like everything else.
Yeah, there's a song in there that you could relate to called "Shame on You," and it's about
It's about Gary. It's about Belt Loop 29. Hey, Kevin Taylor, how you doing?
it's about going out and having a good time.
He has 4 channels, Aquarius. Tasmania ASMR, Radio Jonesy, ARI, Australian Radio Indie TV, and Radio Jonesy Urban Homestead. Right, Jonesy?
Yeah, well, Tasmania. I've just added Tasmania to Radio Jonesy, Robert, just to brand the channel a bit better because someone asked me the other day. They said they thought I was an American, which I thought was a bit
With that
bizarre.
accent?
Hey,
Hey, Jonesy, don't worry. I got accused of being an Aussie the other day.
So, congratulations, Ryan. That's fantastic.
That's a compliment, right?
hey, don't ask me how, but I had somebody ask me if I was a Canadian.
Yeah, I could see that. You just got to get the yeses and the oops and the whatever they do.
Well, I goes out from time to time. I don't know.
Doesn't
A
work
toque,
out.
eh?
A toque?
Today, Kaba.
Oh,
Kaba.
Cover. Yeah, like
G'day,
down
Kaba.
here, honestly, everywhere I go down here is cobber. Go cobber.
What is
Cobber.
that? What does that mean?
Like g'day, mate. You know, g'day. Hey,
Well,
like it's
well,
like an area.
well. To Gary, you could say, "Hello, copper, copper,
Copper, copper. I don't know.
copper."
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, but
that's what in the
copper,
20s.
copper.
In the 20s, didn't they call them coppers or something like that? In the 1920s.
Well, I know that over in England, they call them peelers, or they used to. I don't know if they still do.
I ain't talking about in England. I'm talking about in America in like the 20s, 1920s or something. I think they used to call them coppers or something.
Yeah,
Copper, like police, coppers.
yeah, I think so.
You think I'd have your album right at the top here, Kevin, but I haven't. I'm going through about 200 CDs so far. Here's Andrew Jacobs.
Yeah,
The Joneses, and
that's probably what I have right there, but I haven't opened it, so I don't know.
Yeah. One Day, Shame on You, Juke Joint, Hell of a Ride. That's How I Roll, and Much Too Late.
That's gonna be cool.
I'm still looking, Kevin. I want to get it out before you leave. But, when are you coming to Tasmania, Kevin, or have you been and gone? Yeah, this one's for Ryan. There you go, Ryan.
I knew you were going to show that.
Yeah. Look at the see the cover when you go
Yeah,
like that.
I see it. Well, I know they're doing a tour somewhere in California to promote their new album. So I just want them to announce their last tour. I know as an AC/DC fan, it is going to be their last tour.
Yeah, Roadhog. I just updated my this right here. This right here is my membership board for enlisted and above, and I just updated it. That's why I got a constant 2 Jonesy Olive Tree.
Yeah, this is Kevin Taylor's album.
Oh,
Cool.
Yeah,
You want to play some of it?
he
Some
can't.
of Kevin.
Well, maybe he can. Kevin's right there.
No, it's all good. That's there's Kevin, and this one's Pride of Place, all autographed and shiny, and
Cool.
actually, I'll tell you what have I got. I got to move all these CDs. Hang on. Where's my? Can't even get me mouse.
You see that, Gary? That's from work on my thumb.
No, what that shows is a lack of work. You don't get blisters if you're used to doing work.
Well, that's right. I used to not when I had calluses on my hands, but it's been a while, and I was working with big freaking heavy tree logs and stuff, and then I was digging, to fill in dirt with ruts and stuff, and the shovel did that.
And you should have used some gloves too.
Yeah, you're right. I should have, but I didn't.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Real men, Marines don't wear gloves, man. What are you talking about?
Hey, check this out while I got the camera working. This is an album from a band called Stone Empire. It's called Octo Rabbit Squid Skull. So that's their album. They're a heavy rock band. They're a fantastic band. But I've got their master copy from the studio. So that's the same album, but that's the
wow, that's cool.
Yeah, that's very cool. The band we're very happy to. They only had a few of them, and they said we'd really love you to have it. And so Stone Empire. They toured America. They were the next big thing, and as all bands happen, they all sort of fell apart at one stage for one reason or another. Usually it's usually women and children, but
That reminds me, I noticed another one of the bands that you've talked about was playing earlier. I don't know if they were doing another like a fifth.
Storm Cellar?
Yeah.
No, that's Michael. What he's doing now, he's he's putting 15 years of videos together in little 1.5 hour packages, and they're just streaming their stream. And in the middle of this, when the songs finish, he's got like little ads on there to buy the merch from the band. He's a real comedian. He's a really funny dude, Michael.
Oh, I noticed. I was listening to him the other night. In fact, they for some reason they shut off. It cut off. YouTube cut him off at 2 hours, and he started back another thing. And I sat in there for a while and talked with him.
He's a lovely guy.
Sorry to interrupt. Loop, check private chat.
Okay.
Yeah, no, they're definitely. If you haven't bought anything if you like music, go check out Storm Cellar. They're on all streaming services, all one word, Storm Cellar, and they've got 11 albums. They've got everything and anything. They've got acid music to country to blues. They've got heavy blues, old blues, rock blues. Damn it. They've got it. Here's another one that you might find interesting.
The original.
Yeah, that's his latest, one of his latest albums, actually. Ryan. Yeah, Dave Evans.
Is that one on Spotify?
I am not too sure. It's called Lightning and Thunder. It's their live Latin American tour 2019.
Got you.
It's Lightning and Thunder, Dave Evans. So I was only just talking to him today, actually. He sent me a couple of messages and we were communicating. He got given a gift that he was proud about because it's Anzac Day tomorrow. So I want to give him a medal, and
yeah,
he was just proud of it.
I don't know what to tell you about this person, and I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt what's going on, but this person that you're referring to, he got, I hate to go into that. In fact,
hey, Johnny Small Pepper.
Good to see you, Johnny. It deserves a video of its own. He's, the fact is that he's obviously, anything to do with me at this point, he's trying to create havoc.
Right. Okay.
And I'm sorry that you're going through that. I know that you've had some issues in the past with trolls, and
yeah.
This person is he acts like he's something, but he ain't.
Right.
The fact is that I don't know how to do that without he got his feelings hurt, and it ain't the first time he's had his feelings hurt.
Okay.
He got mad because at one point, and apparently he says he's got his feelings hurt by me once too often. He was on. He came into a live stream that I was on.
Mm-hmm.
It was not my live stream, and I'm not going to go into all those details because that's irrelevant where it was. He said 2 words. He said hi, and he said hello. He said, didn't attach any names to him, didn't address anybody in particular. He just said hi, and he said hello. Well, there was 4 or 6 people on the panel, and about 20 people in the chat, and chat was moving pretty good. and he got his feelings hurt. He made a comment to me. And so I got annoyed with it. And the next day when I had a live stream, I told him, I said, look, or I made a comment about, look, if you got something to say to me and you want me to address it in the chat, you need to at least type out my name. Belt Loop 29, so it shows up in orange, so I'll see it. Even if you put my name, Gary, in there, there's a good chance I won't see it, depending on, and if I'm trying to deal with the chat on the conversation on panel, and if I'm trying to deal with anyhow, he came back with this long thing, says, hey, I'm a minister of God. I'm this, I'm that, all like he was important or something. The fact is, I told him, I said, look, saying, and he ended with, may God give you knowledge. And I told him that, saying you're a minister don't cut no mustard with me. The fact is that I've known a lot of ministers in my day. Most of them are good people, but some of them ain't. They ain't no different than anybody else. Anyhow, and
anyway, just dropping out. I just wanted to get in touch with you too, because that's what basically happened last night. That's all, Gary.
I'm
but
sorry.
I appreciate it. No, I know. I'm trying not to get worried about it. Things like that just pay.
No, I wouldn't worry about it. The fact is, he went through and said he had reported me on one of my channels, so I just went through and blocked him on all. And I think he's going to probably try to create havoc on quite a few different channels. But it ain't my place to say you should block this person or you should do that to other people. I may go through and suggest it to anybody that follows me or anybody that I follow, but I wasn't trying to create any havoc or any drama. I try to stay out of drama, and I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. I try to let people go on about their merry way. They didn't agree with me, that's fine, but don't start messing with other people. That's and I'm sorry you're going through there. I'm sorry.
It happens, but I got in touch with you now, so I'll just leave it drop now. Yeah, but that's what basically happened last night.
That's what I did, Johnny. I blocked him on every channel I got. So
is it the same person with Ryan?
Yeah, it's the very same person. If you look in private,
I know who you're talking about. I didn't look in private, but I know who you're talking about.
All right, it's the same person, and
I got you.
And I will send you I'll send you an email with his name. He's just creating havoc. That's all he's interested in doing, and he feels like he's important or he should be important. But the fact is that hey, everybody's important in their own way. But when he's melodramatic, in fact, I think I'm going to do a video about it.
There we go, Johnny. Big Matt's just done it. I didn't. And thank you for supporting me, Big Matt, that night because I didn't know what to do. Anyway.
Oh, he went ahead and put his link in there. That is him. That is the person that, and I hate to say it, but if you know me, and if you associate with me in any way, shape, form, or fashion, you're probably best right now to go ahead and block him. I'm not trying to
been dealt with. I've sorted all that.
All right. Well, I'm just saying for anybody else that's out in the chat, I'm not here to tell you who you should be associating with, but be on guard because there's a good chance he's going to try to.
Matt. He said, "There you go, Johnny." Right above that.
But
yeah, Ryan, you're not the only one. Here's the thing. Honestly, on my live, this was the first time I ever had a run-in with him. I was at a cookout. We were in a cooking competition. okay, a barbecue cook-off, and it was Jonesy's fault. It was all Jonesy's fault, okay? Because Jonesy asked me to take my phone and go up to where the band was playing and let him see the band. So as I was walking with my phone, I was not reading chat. For one, I was on my phone, so only 2 or 3 comments you can see, and if people are typing, it gets off the screen before you even read it. But for 2, I was walking, so I was making sure I wasn't running into people. I was watching where I was going and not reading chat. And he got mad at me because I didn't acknowledge him or what he said in chat or whatever else while I was going up to show Jonesy the band. And he got mad at me and said he was blocking me and everything else. But that's what happened there, just because I didn't acknowledge him or what he said or whatever else while I was walking at a cook-off and everything else.
By the way, he is a mod on your channel, by the way, Devil Dog.
It don't matter. So is everybody. Everybody is.
That's
it don't
true.
matter. He can't block anybody or anything. He can't do anything because he's just a mod. The only thing he can do as a mod is go and check out other people's channels.
But anyway, Jonesy, I was going to ask you, do you know that microphone you use in there?
Yeah.
Is that the, I can't say the bloody name. It's a long bloody word.
Sennheiser.
Yeah, that's it.
Sennheiser.
Because the one I've got now, I'm looking to, once I get the money together, get a small one just like that. Because this one's it's way too fat and it's always in my face. But
you know what? It seems like everyone's having problems with him, though, Gary.
They are
854.
Well, he acts like he's like a 12-year-old kid or something.
Yeah, he thinks he's entitled or whatever else. If people don't want to talk to you or anything else, just freaking go on about your business or whatever. But he puts it out there, I'm out of here or whatever, and I'm all blocked. Whatever, dude. I mean, exactly. Yeah. Roadhog said he's on my channel. And I straight up told him if he wanted to be rude, I was going to block him. It seems like everyone's having problems with him.
Yeah. Well, if you're associated with me, there's probably a pretty good reason. He's going to be, I hate people that, I love most everybody, but when some people feel like they're holier than thou, when they feel like they should be able to tell other people how to live their lives, and that ain't right.
Or run their channels or whatever.
Or run their channels or whatever. The fact is he got his feelings hurt because, I guess I'll just might as well. I think most people know it anyhow. Most people in here know I've got a channel that I do not associate with Belt Loop 29. I think a lot of people know it's me anyhow on there. But
Gary, don't say nothing.
I ain't revealing it all. But he found his way over to that channel, and he ended up, and he put in there the other night, he found I had a technical glitch and I've edited it out. But there was, I did appear on that channel, on my private channel that I typically don't put anything up on, or not my face or my voice. Anyhow, that happens with me. Sometimes I have technical glitches because I'm not perfect on any of this. Anyhow, he got his butt hurt because I didn't tell him that it was me. In fact, he had asked me if he had met me, and I said, I connected with him the other day, anyhow. So he got his feelings hurt, and he felt like I was deceiving him. I've told people I've got a channel I don't, that's private. If you know about it, that's fine. Go over, watch the stuff, give me some watch hours. But, don't give me just respect the fact. I ask people to respect the fact that that's something I go on there because I don't have the same, expectations, or I don't have the same, I can have fun on that a little bit, whereas sometimes I can't always, I feel like I'm pressured sometimes on Belt Loop 29. Anyhow, he got his feeling hurt, and so now I'm his enemy. I wasn't trying to be his enemy, you know. I just wanted him to go away. So, he did go into he went into my live stream, and it was a semi-silent live stream, or something like this. Anyhow, and he went into the chat and talk about stupid. He sat there and says, I reported you. So, well, the first thing I did was block him, you know. Then I went to all my other channels and blocked him, you know. That'd be my recommendation for anybody.
That's not very Gary of you. Usually,
no,
you
it's
email.
not. I know you. Hey, Devil Dog, you know as well as I do. I go to great lengths to try to create peace, and I go to great lengths to try to avoid conflict.
Gary, you've been hanging out with me too long. I'm rubbing off on you.
Well, maybe you're right in some ways. I hate saying that, but the fact is, maybe you're right in some ways. But, you know, the whole thing would have been easier if I'd have just. Well, I did tell him. You know, I said, hey, you do what you do. I'm going to do what I do. You know, I said, and I told him, may God give you knowledge and wisdom, because knowledge without wisdom ain't jack. You can know everything in the world and not have any wisdom, and you still just stupid. So, in my opinion. Anyhow, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make a problem in your party.
Well, let's just say that's done and dusted now. We'll stop that right here. And Ryan, that should be a good microphone, the one you got, if it's a Shure. Is she still there? Whoop. Ryan? That Shure. Anyway, it is interesting. It's the thing about social media, but social media can be a bitch, and it only takes like the old one bad apple in the box seems to for everyone else that's in there. But yeah, and I feel your pain there, Ryan. It's I know you're building back up from scratch again. And yes, here we go. What's happening?
All right. Well, I'm gonna have to go anyhow, Jonesy. It's actually late for me, and I need to get my dog to bed. Hopefully, she'll sleep rather than go attack Tammy.
Well, the first little bit was interesting having you up, Gary. The second bit was a bit. It was a bit of a lesson for a few people, I'd suggest. But, yeah. Definitely have to catch up. September the 18th. Definitely, Kevin. Just you got me number, so hit me up before that, and we will catch up for sure. And
Gary had a lot of static on his end, didn't he?
He did. His mic was very bad tonight. It was a lot crackling.
We got to tell him about that.
But
mine don't sound like that, does it?
No, only when you talk fast, when it goes funny.
Yeah, I don't know if that's my sound card or what, man. It's like been messing up, and I got to leave and come back, and then it fixes itself.
See, poor old. Let's play one of your songs, Jonesy. I love the way Roadhog spells my name, but I'm pretty happy with it, mate. You don't need to put the H after the J, but it's all good. And the E-S-Y. But I know who you're talking to, mate. It's all. And I'd love to send you out a sticker too there, Roadhog. Is your address on your channel? If it's not, mine's on mine. Just hit me up with the email, and I'll send you over one for sure.
Be right back.
Yep. Be right back. Indeed. Well, I'd like to thank everyone. I've still got 13 or 12 people in here chatting away, and it is nice to know this time of night there is an audience for a bit of chatter. Try not to be down. I try not to have the negative side of YouTube in the chat. Like, I try to be positive. It's all about, you leave all that negative stuff just to the back, let it rot down the back, that's where it belongs, and just be forward, go forward, positive, and as we're sort of scrolling down the list of Australian radio indie TV, I've got, what have I got on here? Here we go, we got that. Let me just pause that. G'day, and then I'll go into here. And I'll go settings. Audio. Here's a bit of Kevin Taylor.
G'day, I'm Kevin Taylor, and this is a song I wrote called Scotch on Ice. I can remember all the crimes of my life, all the prices into twisted night. Another town where green grass turns brown, the pain couldn't shake, you should just left it all behind. The tide washes in another broken moon reflection. Your hope in the ocean will heal your imperfection. Welcome to this Scotch on Ice. You might not know this, but she cried all night. The bottle is empty, so's the fight. Every day roads away from me like all the friends.
So I'm told there's an echo. Is that correct?
Yeah.
All right. So if I've got you muted, everyone muted, tell me if there shouldn't be an echo now.
Friends are made in this town. When they say they believe in me, I just go.
Is there an echo there? Sorry.
Yoga saying much better.
Well, there shouldn't be an echo if I mute everybody, because I've got echo cancellation off because it sounds better with echo cancellation off but everyone has to be muted.
Will let them down. Why there's so many highs and lows, it's always hit and miss. Straight to the bottom, you say, is not the way to end this. Welcome to this Scotch on Ice. You might not know this, but she cried all night. The bottle is empty, so's the fight. Let it let go from the rope and drift apart. Others try to change you, later they find it's way too hard. Some never see through your facade. doubt consumes you, makes you question your self-worth. That's why you never give it, unless you've been there yourself. The phone rings out on every friend you used to know. All ramblings on into a drunken all-time low. Welcome to this Scotch on Ice. You might not know this, but you cried all night. The bottle is empty, so's the fight. Thank you.
Now I got to go back to settings. There, go back to there and invite. So was there? How did we go there? Was there an echo? When I do that by myself, you have echo cancellation off, and it sounds really nice. But I've never done it with an audience before. Oh, no. There's Kevin Taylor. We keep looking at him. Sorry about that, Kevin. So, what was the audio like?
The audio was good on my end. Yeah.
Yep. Well, that's one of the ballads of Kevin's. I was just looking for another song that I couldn't find, but I could play that one on the next live. But thank you, Kevin. No, thanks for sticking around, buddy. You're he's a little bit of an old rocker who's calming down a bit now. So he's been around. He's been in a lot of bands, with the big, when they pretend to be somebody and they put the big wigs on and they got their big boots and they do their thing. It's pretty cool. He's had a good music career, and he's that album actually went really well, independent, in the independent album charts worldwide. So that was Olive Tree is the album, and Kevin Taylor is the man. So he's there on Facebook. If you're after an album, it's got, and he calls it it's a story of his life. He says the album is like every step of the way through his journey. So it's Cook It Rich is the track number, what's that? I'm sitting here in the dark. Second last track, 1, 2, 3, 4, 11. Track 11, Cook It Rich. That's was been my favorite since I first heard it. So an excellent little album to have in your collection. It's like I've got a mix of music, and being into radio, I get flooded from blues to rock to country.
Yeah.
And the music just keeps coming in, and the emails keep going, and the radio station keeps playing. I should not drop. Lesson to myself: don't drop a pile of CDs on the actual keys of the keyboard. That's playing the radio station. So I'll get rid of that. Check that, and yeah, we're streaming. So this is where all the magic happens, Kevin. By the way, hey, look who's awake.
Hey, Rebecca, how's it going?
Get to sleep, Rebecca. What are you doing? And she doesn't say hi to anyone. She goes straight to Devil Dog. Look at that. She's got her favorites.
Hey, Rebecca, how you doing? I was actually working. I wasn't reading chat.
Yeah, she doesn't like sleeping either. But hey, look, I've been on. It's coming up to 3 hours in about a minute. I've been on, and I really appreciated the live. I'm pushing this week to get hours ahead of the game, because this is the time of about a year ago I started the lives. So my watch hours from my first lives that were really popular, I got a lot of watch hours on. Yeah. Oh, sorry, Rebecca. I wasn't reading the chat. as usual. There she is. Here we go.
Oh yeah.
Hi, my friends. Sorry, Rebecca. I take it all those nasty words I just said. I'll take them all back. You're a legend. You're a ninja. Did you find the email, Roadhog? I'm assuming you did. Did I get your email? Let me just have a quick look while I'm sitting
And we
here.
got thunderstorms over here. The sounds of outside. Oh, nice.
Roadhog, no, it doesn't seem to be there. Not yet. Did you just send it? Or has it been a minute? Roadhog. Give me a refresh. Refresh. No. Hang on, still spinning. It's this time of the night. This is the time of the night. It's really bad for me here. I don't know what it is. I'm assuming because it's peak streaming time.
Yeah, we get the same over here.
5:45. People.
Yoga Wagoga said, how many hours you got to go, Jonesy? And Roadhog said it didn't go through.
Okay, so Roadhog, it's all lowercase, right? Here we go. Up in the dark. There we go. There's the email there. Just copy and paste that. And if anyone else wants to email me their address, I'll post them off a sticker that's traveled halfway around the world, and it's going to go halfway around back because it come from Texas originally. So, which is pretty cool. And we'll fix that. Some business there we need to fix up. Devil Dog, well, I'll sort out as soon as I finish here. And where are we? StreamYard. Back to StreamYard. Yeah. All right, Roadhog. No worries. I'll send you a message. I just everything's spinning slowly here, except for StreamYard. I tried to refresh my email, and it's back to where it was. But yep. Thanks for popping in, guys. Good to talk to you, Ryan. We'll have to tee up a day, Ryan, where we can just talk about a few things. And at this stage in our YouTube stuff, Goga, I need well over around 1,200, I think, mate, around there. But yeah, like I'm happy playing some music on a live. If you want to do a live one day with me, and we'll just play music, or if you want to play the music, you can. Yep. Thanks for dropping me a message too. Yeah, the email I got your return email, Goga. So we'll. I see your lives extend. Like, how long are your lives going to go for? Then we'll work out whether I need to be at the end of your live or at the start of your live, because it works out better for me towards the end of your live if you're going to have a long live, because we're talking 2 a.m. and yes, 2 a.m. is not a good time for me on a weeknight, work night. But if it's going to go like 3 hours, well, then you're talking around 5 a.m. and that's more realistic. Yeah,
are you talking about me, are you?
No, not Ryan.
Oh,
no,
you're talking about me then.
I might have said Ryan, but Goga, we've been emailing each other. He wants to drag me over into his community and have a chat with everyone and talk to them about different things. And I just said, yeah, and he suggested the time. And I said, mate, that's like 2 a.m. my time. And I'm either not going to sit up that late because I'll probably fall asleep. I'm an old man, as he just found out the other day. With it was me I just cracked the 60s on 3 days ago now. So it's another milestone out of the way. Found out my brother, one of my brothers was telling me a bit of family information, and yeah, we've been having a good chat. I've got to get up to my brother's place. And that, what a profile pic that is.
I know.
Wouldn't it be nice to be flexible? You remember the old days? Well, what they call that, rap dancing, when they spun on their heads and on the cardboard, and they
Yeah, I think it was something to do with rap.
Yeah, interesting. But and how's your growth been going, Ryan? Apart from the drama you had the other night, is it
It's fine. That's all sorted now. But
slowly plodding?
93. Yeah,
Right, so you
93 I've got now.
Yeah, if you haven't connected with Ryan, and there's still 11 people in the chat, if just type radio in Ryan, and
Yeah,
the
I'll
link
do
will
that now.
drop just before we leave. If you haven't connected with Ryan, he's a good guy. If you're going to have an Englishman in your subscribers, he's the one you want.
I wouldn't say
Yes,
English.
well,
I'm more part of the
let's
Welsh side of the country. Yeah,
Let's say Welsh.
yeah, Welsh.
What about Wrexham?
Wrexham is more north. I type in radio, then Big Man types on my LinkedIn.
What about the football? How's that?
So
Wrexham got promoted last night.
yeah, they did.
Night
They got
before.
promoted. Yeah,
And
because they're owned by
yeah, Ryan Reynolds and
Ryan Reynolds and Rob, whatever his last name is. But yeah,
Yeah,
it's nice to see
Oh,
celebrities buying out like our football clubs and stuff,
small-
and putting money into the club and not just buying them and then going back to wherever they're from. And you know what I mean?
But you see what he did? He didn't just buy it; he bought it and then invested.
Yeah, a lot
he
of
got-
money.
Yeah, no, but then he got television networks to buy into it, and then he sold the TV shows, like all those sidelines that are coming out of there. Did you see the reality TV show they did with Wrexham about him buying it and the club growing and
Yeah,
yeah. Well, anyway, it's like that was on Netflix or something. They got paid millions of dollars for that. So
yeah.
if
I
you're in
know
the
it's
game,
the third oldest football / soccer team, one of the oldest in the world, and they saved it, because if they didn't buy it and save it, it would have just disabandoned, and it would just shut down. It wouldn't be a football club anymore.
no, well, yeah, it's a fascinating story. I'm into all that, and to bring in the goalkeeper, what was his name? The 40-year-old, and he's a YouTuber as well. What's his
I'll
name?
have a
The
look
tall-
now.
He's a skinny guy. They're all skinny playing goalkeeper. He's about 6'8", but he's got a great YouTube channel as well. And he was retiring from football, and he got him to come back to help the club out when they needed help. And he played the last couple of months, like the last 8 or 9
Mark
games.
Howard,
No, not
No.
him. The other one. He'd be
Ben
nominated for-
Foster.
Yeah, Ben Foster. Yeah, Ben Foster's got a fabulous YouTube channel as well. If you like to see behind the scenes in the football club, check his channel out. Absolutely sensational footage and storylines and backroom stuff. He actually puts a GoPro in the goals during the game,
Yeah,
and he actually wears one of those miniature spy cameras on his jersey during the game. And when he films stuff like when he's on the field, the footage isn't crystal clear because but he's got this little spy camera on his jersey, so you're getting right up in the heart of the game. It's awesome. He obviously got permission to do it.
yeah.
But it's oh, thank you. You sisters are lovely. It is young. Actually, I feel like I'm 25. The body's telling me something different, but the brain says,
Hey Jonesy, do you want to swap mixers, by the way?
"Oh, you see it glowing in the dark there."
Oh yeah. When you first told me about that, I was jealous, but But you are in the radio business, so
Yeah, well, that's it. I got to do I got to get 5 hours out of radio tomorrow, and tomorrow's Anzac Day, so I'm going to go down and film the march here, and then come back and do a bit of editing. While that's editing, I'll do some radio. While that's
Yeah.
crunching, I'll do some radio, and yeah, so interesting day tomorrow ahead. But I'd like to thanks for popping up, Ryan. We'll have to do this properly one day without having to whinge and whine or complain. We'll just talk about good times.
yeah. No,
And-
no. I just wanted to confirm with Gary, but I've done that and Devil Dog now, even though it's all sorted now, so nothing to worry about.
Yep. And yeah, I'm coming in, and dinner's on the table, so
Okay.
it is good timing.
Before you end it, Jonesy, Roadhog's asking me a question real quick. Roadhog,
Yep.
my phone number and my email is on my about page. Just give me a call or email me or text me or whatever. We'll talk about it. I don't want to hold Jonesy up, but it's not a problem. If you want to go to Devil Dog's Keeper, all the prices and stuff are on her community tab.
Hey Ryan, the Island Sisters are in South Wales next month. You need to talk to these ladies. They're absolutely sensational. Jamaican man, they got that lovely Jamaican cricket team sort of vibe, because that's where everyone's relaxed from Jamaica. But, and why wouldn't you be?
I shall do it. Sorry. Yes, I shall check your channel out.
Yeah, lovely people. All right, Devil Dog, thanks for popping in, mate. I really do appreciate you helping me out. And Gary, hope he's snoring by now and he's sound asleep. And as the nighttime sets here, as you can tell by the studio's gone awfully dark. You haven't put the lights on yet, but yeah, there we go. Nice. Island Sisters are nice, but hands free. It wasn't me. That's a good sound effect, but I liked it. Ryan, is that you?
Nope, it was not me.
Okay,
The software shut down.
Devil dog. All right, thanks everyone. I'm going to end the broadcast. I'm going to end the broadcast with this. Where is it? This little beauty.